The FBI still can't find any evidence of my crimes from 1995. I'm your host Yusuf, and these are 10 cyber criminals the FBI still can't find. Make sure you subscribe and ring that bell to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Anyways, let's surf the web. Whoa! Whoa, editor, put me on a surfboard. Whoa! Number 10, Cobalt Gang. The Carbonok and Cobalt malware attacks, which attacked 100 financial firms in more than 40 countries around the globe, were carried out by this cybercrime organization. These thieves were able to steal over $11 million in every heist thanks to their sophisticated cybercrime campaigns targeting multiple banks. It cost the banking sector more than $1 billion in total losses. A typical Cobalt assault compromised financial firms by targeting bank personnel using spear phishing emails with malware attachments. After the malware was downloaded, hackers acquired access to the compromised computer and breached the internal network system. They examined the bank's processes and routines for months inside the infiltrated networks. When they began hacking the systems that controlled the ATMs, things became much more horrific. During the final robbery, ATMs were programmed to remotely disperse cash at scheduled intervals at designated points, where a money mule awaited to collect the funds, a technique known as jackpotting. The suspected ringleader was apprehended in 2018, but authorities now believe the surviving members have carried on from where he had left off after witnessing similar attacks on several other institutions immediately after his capture. Number 9, Lazarus Gang. The Lazarus Group, or Lazarus Gang, which some suspect is tied to North Korea, is responsible for many heinous cyber attacks on organizations and institutions. The most well-known of them was the Sony Pictures hack in 2014, as well as the insidious WannaCry cyber attack that crippled England's NHS, National Health Service. Employees at Sony Images were surprised to learn that their company's network had been compromised during the notorious Sony Pictures incident. Hackers seized terabytes of sensitive information, destroyed specific files, and threatened to release the data if Sony did not comply with their demands. For days, systems were offline, and whiteboards had to be used by staff. After a few days, the hackers began exposing classified info that they had stolen to the media. The Lazarus organization is also suspected of being responsible for the WannaCry ransomware assault in 2017, which infected over 250,000 systems in 150 countries. It devastated several businesses and institutions, such as the NHS in the United Kingdom. It was the worst attack on the NHS in its history. WannaCry paralyzed the NHS for days, canceling over 6,000 appointments and costing them approximately $100 million. Number 8, Magecart Syndicate. This large e-commerce hacking ring, which was made up of various gangs operating under a single umbrella, became known for collecting consumer and credit card information. This was accomplished by malware used for software skimming, which intercepted payment services on e-commerce websites and recorded credit card information. Scores of e-commerce platforms and other sites where customers regularly provide their credit card information have been hacked by Magecart gangs over the years. A Magecart group, for example, breached British Airways' data in 2018. Customers' financial and personal information was compromised in the incident, which affected 380,000 people. The assault on the airline, however, was only the beginning. A few days following the British Airways hack, Magecart launched a credit card skimming operation against hardware vendor Newegg. Magecart is also suspected of being behind the Ticketmaster data breach, which exposed the personal information of 40,000 customers. Number 7, Evil Corp. The name of the organization alone suggests that they are looking to initiate chaos, or they're owned by Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated.
This global cybercrime organization, located in Russia, utilizes various viruses to attack a variety of entities, such as a Pennsylvania school system. Many of their victims are European and American institutions, and they have eluded capture for years. The sophisticated Drydex banking Trojan, which allowed Evil Corp to steal login details from numerous banks and other financial institutions spanning 40 countries, has made the cybercriminal gang famous. Evil Corp was able to steal approximately $100 million at the peak of the dry decks operation. They're so confident that videos of the suspected leaders parading their sports cars and extravagant lifestyles have gone viral. While US authorities legally charged them in December 2019, numerous analysts believe that bringing their leaders to trial in the US will be tough. The group was unaffected by the charges. Evil Corp has been associated with a series of new assaults against small and medium-sized businesses in the United States in 2020. This involves Symantec's discovery of a plot to target hundreds of US firms in June 2020. Wasted Locker, a new type of ransomware, was used to target 8 Fortune 500 firms. Number 6. Goznym Gang. The terrifying Goznym malware, a potent Trojan hybrid designed to elude discovery by security software, is the work of this worldwide cybercrime network. Goznym is a two-headed beast that combines NIMAIM with Goznym malware. Thanks to the nefarious union, the malware could infiltrate a customer's PC via malicious email attachments or URLs. The malware then remained practically undetected, lying in wait for a person to log into a bank account. Login credentials were taken, funds were swiped and routed away to US and overseas accounts, and then money mules laundered it all clean. Over 41,000 machines were hacked and account holders were defrauded of more than $100 million. Europol has reported that the perpetrators behind Goznym malware have since been dismantled, but who knows? Maybe they joined another organization or just changed their name, or they're still active, just on a different account. The defendants advertised their specialized technical skills and services on underground Russian-speaking online criminal forums. The Goznym network was formed when these individuals were recruited from the online forums by the Goznym leader, who controlled more than 41,000 victim computers infected with Goznym malware. The leader of the Goznym criminal network, along with his technical assistant, are being prosecuted in Georgia by the Prosecutor's Office of Georgia and the Ministry of Internal Affairs of Georgia. Number 5. Darkside. The Colonial Pipeline ransomware operation last May, which halted the US Colonial Pipeline's fuel distribution system, causing gasoline supply issues, was carried out by Darkside. The gang initially appeared in August of last year, and it primarily targets large corporations that will be damaged if their services are disrupted. A crucial factor because they are more inclined to shell out ransom if their services are disrupted. Cyber insurance is more common in such businesses, which implies easy money for crooks. Darkside's business strategy is to provide ransomware services. To put it another way, it executes ransomware assaults in place of other unknown culprits to reduce their culpability. The loot is subsequently split between the executor and the mastermind. Cybercrime as a service providers also offer online forums for anyone who wants to enhance their hacking abilities. This might include instructing someone on how to mix DDoS and ransomware assaults to increase the pressure on a negotiation. A ransomware assault could keep a company from acting on previous and present orders, whereas a DDoS attack will prevent any new orders from being placed. Number 4. Revil or R-Evil. Because of the ongoing Kaseya issue and other recent attacks on International Meat Processing Plant JBS, the ransomware as a service outfit Revil has made headlines. In fact, in the article in which it made headlines, it says this: websites for a Russian-linked ransomware gang blamed for attacks on hundreds of businesses worldwide have gone offline. Monitors say a payment website and a blog run by the Revil group became suddenly unreachable in 2021. The reason behind the disappearance is unknown, but has sparked speculation that the group may have been targeted deliberately by authorities. It comes amid growing pressure between the US and Russia over cybercrime. In 2021, President Joe Biden actually had a phone call with Vladimir Putin about the situation. This organization has been quite aggressive in 2020 and 2021. Revil hacked Quanta Computer, a Taiwan business that assembles Apple computers, in April and obtained technical data about upcoming Apple devices. A sum of $50 million has been demanded to stop the public dissemination of the stolen information. It is unknown whether this payment was made. Number 3. Clop. Clop ransomware was launched in 2019 by a profit-driven gang accountable for stealing $500 million. The Clop group specializes in double extortion, which entails paying a ransom in return for a decryption key that allows the company to regain access to stolen information. On the other hand, victims will have to pay an additional ransom to prevent the data from being made public. According to historical evidence, companies that have previously paid a ransom are more willing to do so again in the future. As a result, hackers will repeatedly attack the same firms, requesting a larger amount each time. "We do not believe that any core actors behind Clop were apprehended," said a security company. The overall impact to Clop is expected to be minor, although this law enforcement attention may result in the Clop brand getting abandoned, as we've recently seen with other ransomware groups like Darkside and Babic. Number 2. Syrian Electronic Army. The Syrian Electronic Army, unlike most cybercrime gangs, has been waging online attacks to spread political propaganda since 2011. They've been labeled a hacktivist organization because of their motivation. While the organization has ties to Bashar al-Assad's dictatorship, it's most probably composed of online vigilantes attempting to act as a media wing for the Syrian army. Their strategy is to disseminate fake news via credible outlets. In 2013, they published a single tweet from the official handle of the Associated Press, the world's largest news organization, that caused the stock market to plummet by billions of dollars. The Syrian Electronic Army takes advantage of the fact that most online users interpret and respond to information with an inherent trust. They're also a prime illustration of how the lines between criminal and chaotic individual organizations online are less clear than in the real world. Number 1. Fin7. Fin7, a Russian-based organization, is possibly the most successful organized cybercrime syndicate in history. It has been in operation since 2012 and primarily serves as a business. For years, most of its activities went unnoticed. Its security breaches have made use of cross-attack events in which a cyber attack is used for several objectives. For instance, it may facilitate ransomware extortion while also enabling the perpetrator to exploit victims' data by selling it to another party. In 2017, Fin7 was accused of being behind a cyber attack on corporations that filed documents with the Securities and Exchange Commission in the United States. This private data was exploited and utilized to extort a ransom, which was subsequently invested in the stock market. As a result, the groups profited handsomely from the trade of classified material. Because the hacking-enabled insider trading scam lasted so long, it's impossible to calculate the exact measure of financial damage. However, it is believed to be in the billions of dollars. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and comment if you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time. On Crime Time.